How's it going, everybody? This is Souls44. Welcome back to another episode of Craftoria. And sorry about that pause. Just checking to make sure I'm recording properly. Listen, yeah, if you notice something, where am I standing? There's no more crafting grid. That's because I got the wireless one, right? And I kind of bit into it. I had to make it, okay? I made the integrated storage terminal. Now, here's the thing. I wasn't going to do it. I thought about it. I was like, I'm not going to do this. It's not good for me. I've done it too much, and it had issues, and it still is a little bit quirky here and there. But I needed something that's going to work interdimensional, and I needed something that would work at an infinite range. And they didn't want to put in the range booster, so I mean, there is a dimensional storage that's like weird. The occultism storage thing that you can use interdimensional. That's like it's a real long process to do. Occultism is fun and all for ore processing, maybe, and the mining system. What is this? But as far as I made that already, and I made that already too. I'll leave it. But as far as like making a storage system that I can access anywhere I go, Integrated Dynamics has the easiest one to make. I really, literally could have made it right away. And yeah, it can do auto crafting, and it can hook up to systems where it makes stuff on demand. There's a whole process for that, okay? But it has things that I like a lot, and that's that infinite range, and that all you have to do is make those omnidirectional connectors. I will make a whole entire another video about how to do that if people really. I mean, that's probably like my #1 watched video was my tutorial on how to do that. It's not any different in this pack versus all the mods 10. Look at this. I got a Swedish fish. Delicious. Yeah. So I cleaned up my house a little bit. All this stuff got moved. Now I'm gonna leave this running. I might move this downstairs. This can go anywhere also. Like, actually. Let's take this to the basement. Yeah, it's a work in progress. As you can see, I've already moved the reaction chamber, the inscriber, and the crystal assembler down here. Now, these are going to get moved, right? They're not going to just stay here, but they're fine. I'll have to get a pattern provider set up and all that stuff going. Like I was saying, I will do all that off camera. There's no real reason for me to do that unless people are really wanting to see it. All it is a pattern provider, molecular assembler, pattern provider, molecular assembler. You put them in a little group of, a cluster, and then you can auto craft using that. I mean, I have to do that eventually, right? But especially if I'm making these storage drives, these things are super freaking pain. Now, entangled blocks in this pack are easy to make, and I love it. I love it. I love it. Now, I've been experimenting. I even tried to make an entangled block of the controller and hook up to it, but it won't work. It just doesn't work. I was actually really worried I was going to crack the mod pack and it wasn't going to work ever again. I thought for sure I was going to do some damage, but it didn't. This is the exact same setup I had upstairs as far as this interface goes. This is going to be my input for routers. So I'm going to have probably a lot of routers at some point where everything is going into the system. That's going to be the way to get into it. That's going to save me a lot of time. Last time I did a really goofy thing where I had dimensional storage and it was going in with the importer, etc. This is so much faster to just be able to put your items directly in. No, I'm not worried about that shield either. Because I want to talk to you guys about something that it's probably cheating. It's probably cheating, okay? I'm sorry. I didn't know it was. But again, it seems like every time I play a mod pack, I run into something and I think about it and I like check it out, and then all of a sudden I find out maybe they didn't know that would happen. But if you're playing and you're trying to go through this system right here, right? This is activated. I'm at Pinnacle, so I'm at the highest rated. Now I didn't. This took me what 3-4 days worth of playing. For you guys that play or watching, it's going to be longer. But it really it's maybe 5 days. Let's say 5 full days of actually playing, which is like a few hours each day. And if I knew about this, what I'm about to show you, I would have rushed to this because now it says flawless 47% and perfect 10% when it comes to these purities of drops, and 25% mythic and 65% epic. But they're not accounting for something really important, and that's the creatures are always going to drop really high rated items when you get to the higher levels. And that sounds, I mean, yeah, duh. Of course, Solis, that's exactly what they're supposed to do. I'm going to put this, I'm going to make a wall right here. Excuse me. Yeah, this whole thing is goofy right now. But as you can see, I'm already running the P2P terminals. These are just the outputs for the P2P terminals. I just don't have dense cables, and I don't have the infrastructure set up to run auto crafting so that I can make cables on demand and things like that. And I just want to try to avoid doing that as long as I possibly can, so that I can spend more time doing the adventuring stuff. Boy, these guys are going to get on my nerves though. I can't tell how dark it is because I don't have I have night vision, and everything just looks like this. We'll just put it right there. That should do it. Now this is going to be a mechanism area, I'm thinking, maybe. That way I don't have to run the cables. I'm going to keep this, some things I'm going to keep closer to the AE2 system. And the other things I'm just going to go ahead and move them along. So look, I'm going to show you the cheaty thing. Let me show you the cheaty thing. My mob farm. Oh yeah. I upgraded the outlook of what it looks like. I had a ton of cherry logs, and I just thought they looked all right, except for this one. Why does that one look weird? There. Actually, yeah. Anyway, I had a bunch of cherry logs. I thought they looked pretty good, and I do like. I'm not a fan of pink. Like, it's not a great color for me. I still love it way more than yellow. I hate yellow. Yellow's like ugh, of any color, except for when it's gold. Gold is a version of yellow, I suppose. So, anyhow, I decided to make it look kind of different. Yes, it's just a bridge, and it goes from here to there. So that's not what I want to show you. Here's what I want to show you guys. This whole entire system that I had set up, this mob farm, it's almost the same thing that I set up in the other mod pack. It's smaller, okay? I wanted to keep it small. I don't want to crash the game. I don't know if this pack is going to behave better than all the mods 10 or worse. I don't know. I assumed it's going to do better because I don't have bees and stuff flying around. But the mobs that spawn increase their levels with this apothic ascension thing, right? It's pretty crazy. These guys are really strong, right? They get plus 16 armor, toughness, armor piercing, protection pierce. They're beefy, but they also give under player kills a whole bunch of good rewards. Well, this machine behind this wall here, you can't see it, is a player killer. So I'm getting player drops. Now I pump those from here into this armory, and even though Applied Energistics can't reach over here, right, I'm out of range. That's how far. I can't even reach here. But good old Integrated Dynamics can reach. And that's why you're going to see a ton, and I do mean a ton, of different armors and stuff. And if you look, epic ratings. So some of these are older ratings, but some of these are brand new ratings. And I have the farm is off at the moment. Like right now, it's off. Like where the lights are on, the farm is off. But there are some mobs that are going to keep spawning because I don't have redstone control on them. They're not. They don't care about light levels, and I have pillagers in there. And so, yeah, my armor that I get from this is quite literally epic and god tier. Some of it, right? So look at this. It's a wood. It's a wooden, just a wooden bow, but it's epic. Like it's already mythic. It's mythic. I'm sorry, not epic. It's mythic. Now a lot of these are just regular gold swords and stuff because I have zombie piglins in there. But look at all these diamonds, right? And also you get netherite. That's right. So at the beginning of the game, you can rush forward, get you going as far as you can. Make sure you kill the dragon as quick as you can and the wither as quick as you can. And then after that, this mob farm now produces wither netherite scrap. Not on demand, but I mean, I've been recycling some netherite, and I've got a lot. Look, these are all netherite. So I think today I just want to show you guys a little bit of gambling. Some of it's not enchanted, some of it is, and I mean, this is good armor. It's not unbreakable, but I mean, look, this helmet has a +3, +2. I type in helmet. We've got a +6, +5. You know what I mean? And these aren't maxed out. Let's see. Do I have a helmet that's mythic? I don't have a mythic helmet, but these are the higher ones, of course, the netherite ones. So if I need netherite or I need a certain type of a material, if you make a big enough mob farm and you have it like, let's say a 4-chunk mob farm, that's pretty freaking big, right? You can do that in this pack without probably destroying your levels and ruining your world. That mob farm can produce you everything you need without having to build a lot of power and without having to go through and making a quarry. You can get a good head start really quick doing this. Now, what that means to me is that this could actually be converted into a skyblock. I honestly believe that this could be a skyblock pack, and I'm going to take a look at that at some point with Sproblin and see about maybe doing a skyblock pack. I'm not gonna like not give them credit, of course, but now I went mining for in the deep dark, and the deep dark I found was with the nature's compass. I went inside, I found deep dark, but the problem is it was just a cavern, like a lined cavern with skulk all the way across, and then nothing but lava, and it was like, not gonna get me what I needed, right? And I don't even think I could have gotten the warden to spawn because there was hardly anything around or any room, and I didn't want him to spawn and me not be able to kill it. However, this does produce also something else that's insane. Well, I find it awesome. And that is gems. Some of these gems, now I earned some of these gems by killing off bosses, but look, perfect gem. +40 armor shred. I mean, look at the damage this thing does. It makes the tool break a 5x5 area, which I don't really care for, but that might be something you're interested in, right? You get these weird gems too, the effervescent brimstone, and this one looks like a Golem's Onyx, flawless Golem's Onyx, +2 levels to unbreaking. I mean, I already do not trust Apotheosis is unbreaking now. I'm kind of leery of that. Get your flawless void the light. I don't know what that means, but look at the stuff you get from this. So you can make yourself out to be a pretty powerful guy or person really quick, and you can definitely get God forged pearls. And that's something that I've not had access to a lot of in my previous plays of anything. I never really got a hold of a lot of God forged pearls. I just now know that we can do these sigils of enhancements. We can go to the augmenting table, and every once in a while, I'll be standing here, and one of those guys will show up, and they'll like spawn inside of the mob farm because there's almost nowhere for them. I'm almost too far away. Like if I'm on the what I mean by that is if I'm like right here, I'm too far away for them to spawn on land. I'm actually kind of sad that I didn't make this way up in the sky and a little farther out because it basically forces them to spawn where they can. And that spawnable area is going to be in my mob farm, and that would have been really, really epic. Yeah, so I just wanted to show you guys that. I got plenty of experience, which you get experience boosts. Remember, I just said the experience goes up. Look how much experience one guy gives you, you know. And then there's also magma slime in there. I have everything that is base level as far as speed goes. I only gave a few clocks to some of them, but most of the spawners, the only thing you need to watch out for is if you hear that pillager going off, is the range. I had to decrease the range and I had to remove the lip that was around the edge of this thing because they were spawning and falling down in the ground and working their way across to the land. And somehow or another, they were surviving the fall because of the water, I guess. Yeah. So that's that. I did break down and put mineral trees out here, so you'll see mineral in here. Now, my integrated dynamics system isn't exactly the easiest for me to work with when it comes to your if you don't set your priorities. Like I didn't set my priorities. I should have. Oh crap, that guy's close. Let's see how well I can fare against this guy. Now, I have killed about 6 or 7 of these bosses on my own. Really, all you got to do is keep away from them. You know, get them whittled down. I killed this weird-looking breeze. Holy smoke, man, that guy was tough. But I took him out into the water, and when I'm in the water, I move way faster than they do, so I was able to just kind of like shuffle around him and do some damage. All right, so once I weaken him up a little bit. Now, this bow is not even close to being that strong as compared to some of the... Oh, I already killed him. Look at that. See, he dropped the... Hey, don't you dare. It's not weak, right? But it's definitely not nearly as strong as some of the stuff that these mobs have been dropping. Yeah, this is a creeper hole. Little punks. I did move some stuff around, and I'm going to experiment with this setup here, where I pick all 4, I think a flux point, and put 4 around the outside, and then I don't know if the top side will work, but if I need to, I can draw a top line over across, and then, you know, yeah, you get the idea. I want to have one of these set up, these energizing orbs set up. There's not a whole lot of crazy crafting with those, like there is with in all the mods 10, like where they modified the recipes. So I really just think I'll just set up one for each different tier and have it run individually. So that way they don't interfere. See, there's a mythic one right there, and he is fast. The mythic creatures are pretty doggone tough still. I'm not messing with them. I obviously am going to abuse this portal stuff as much as I can. And I've made it so that I can get back and forth. Let me go show you what I've done to... Now this is going to lag a second. Moving between long distances like that with the omnidirectional cable does have quirks that don't necessarily work properly. It's like sometimes it works, sometimes it don't. I've been basically moving all of this stuff, ARS Nouveau stuff, over here, just to kind of get myself my Drigamy farm set up. I want to go ahead and get that going. So I don't think we're going to do that right now. We're going to set up the lava. Yeah, I'm building a tree. I don't have the mineral leaves set up, but yeah, I planted some ARS trees. I lit up some of the campfires. Yeah, I lit it up a little bit, just to, just starting to make this place look a little bit Ars Nouveau-ish. Because that's what all I'm going to do over here is basically Ars Nouveau. I needed a place to be able to access all my stuff, and thankfully it's working right now. But occasionally, if it doesn't work. If your omnidirectional connector doesn't work by connecting it to whatever you want to do, break one, or I hate to say it, stay in the area you're at, log out, log back in, and it'll usually connect. Sorry, but that's the only fixes I've got for that. These right here are connected to this storage controller. And so once I upgrade these chests to netherite chests, I'll never have to worry about the storage size anymore. If you don't know how to set up an enchanter, all it is just arcane pedestals, and then these are the same thing as the tall ones. You can make them short, and I think they look good like this. Sproblin, thank you for showing me that. He was like, check this out. So you can actually put all four of them on the outside. So this is actually an eight enchanting thing. And now I can't use this terminal over here, but I can use this terminal. Now we're going to set up a very simple Zycraft extractor. Oh, wait a minute. Why am I not able? Oh, that's the downside. I'm going to have to go back. Hold on. Wait, or do I have it in here? No. Okay. I'll show you what I mean by this. I could make the problem that you've got is integrated dynamics and applied energistics. Their inventories don't all match up because the storage drive is not accessible. So even though I don't have almost everything in my integrated dynamics external storage, almost. However, I still have quite a few things that are going to be going into one of these drives. So we're going to have times where I don't have everything accessible with my integrated dynamics, and I just happen to need, well, some of it's there. I need to see if it's available. And I'll do some recycling off camera of all that stuff so I can get some scrap. But I got 28 scrap, and I haven't even recycled very much. But I want to make sure that it's worth it when I'm doing it. And then eventually, what we're going to do is set up this raw replica stuff to be made into ore. Because I want to try that mod. I've never even seen that mod before. All right, so let's go. No, I don't have anything else. I thought I was it was an issue between the two. So let's get an extractor. It doesn't really matter, man. Let's make 2 of those. Now I should have dripstone. Yeah. I ran out of pistons. Pistons in your hand can make the apothic spawners range go out, or if you have your offhand has nether quartz and then you use a piston, it'll bring in the range. What are you talking about? Oh, my iron is inside the other system. All right, I'm gonna make 2 of these, and oop, I just want the dripstone. Hopefully, I have the dripstone necessary. Otherwise, I'll have to go make more. Let's just go ahead and grab a couple. And I need buckets of lava. Didn't I have a bucket? Oh, I have this one right here. Okay, so I'm good. Let's go ahead and head back. Oh, yeah, I forgot to start labeling my stuff, huh? I think what I'm going to do, though, is make a portal room that has, like, all the walls with doors and enables, and I can just teleport down, go to the portal I want to go to and go to the room I need to. I think that would actually kind of look good too. I don't know. You guys tell me what you think. All right, so we need to be able to provide power or a source. Yes, the farm does provide source. I verified in this pack, yes, the farm does provide source. But I want to set up, this looks like the main entrance, right? Like this would be the main gate. Well, yeah, this is because that's where my scribe table is and my storage controller is. So let's set up a spot right here. I need materials. Obviously, I don't need you right now. So we're just going to go ahead. Let's make it, let's go ahead and make it from dripstone. Make it right here. Oop, there. We're going to go infinite lava. Maybe I need to go up one more. Now let's go up two more. All right. This is where the lava is going to go. There, see, now the lava is dripping through. And you can see that it's making that the lines are going down, so that's it's producing lava. Now we want to be able to, I think a router is probably going to be my best chance. Are you telling me none of this stuff is available? I would have thought at least some of this. Well, what do we want to use? We know we got to have a pedestal, and I want a short one. We'll do the most we can until I can't go any further, then I'll go back and get the items I need. All right, so, oops, that's one too many spaces. Well, yeah, one too many spaces. We'll go right there because we're going to put what we got. For right now, we can use regular source jars, but I definitely want to do a ender source jar. But we can put one here, one here. Now, I did this to stop it from converting stone into lava. I'm not too sure if it works on andesite or not. I know it doesn't change gravel into lava, but I'm kind of concerned about the lava. The andesite. Now we're going to do a magma, what is it called? Magmatic something or other. At ARS. I even have a system running that's constantly producing those as well. Mana source gems. I'll show you that here in just a second before I go back and get some routers made. What is it called? Not an imbuement. There it is, volcanic source link. Wait a minute, are you telling me, how is it possible I don't have any of that stuff? Maybe I'm not chunk loaded properly. Yeah, it's going to get a bit confusing, but it'll be all right. It'll be okay. Well, what is this? Oh, Thurgy. That's right. Okay, so just grab us a bucket. Where is it? Downstairs? Yeah. We want a volcanic source link. And now it's saying we don't have the smash. Okay, bull crap. Let's go ahead and make us some routers while we're here. We can make a few routers. I need a sender and a puller. At least one. Oh, if not a few. What do you mean? Why is it doing that? I just made a bow. Oh, I know why. Okay, so when I'm sending it in there, integrated dynamics is taking it up. That's why. So I need to do this one at a time. Those bows are still there. They're just up inside the armory. Yeah, look at all the resources I have available here, but not available there. It's kind of sucks. But I'll get it there. Once I get an interdimensional system going, I can put wireless connections in the same dimension anyway, and I can make them work. So I need more senders. Oh, whoops. Am I out of the yeah. All right, so send level ones are fine. Let's make an extra one so that way I can make a level 2. I'm gonna need those eventually. No. Yes. All right, now we're gonna make some level 2s, but it also will leave me with a level 1. All right, now we need a puller. I have one. I could make this a little bit more hidden with the puller level 2, but this should work now. That should be all I need for routers. Let's see, 3. Yeah. And maybe a backpack tank or just a. Yeah, this lava basic fluid tank should work. All right, let's get our lava on. Yeah, that should work. We're gonna go right here. Now, obviously, it's already full, but not for long. I forgot to make the volcanic source links, didn't I? But the source link. Oh well. Can I do it here? Why would I be out of gold? And okay, so while I'm here, I'll show you guys the process. These lapis are being converted over into source gems down here. All you have to do for this is put a regular hopper upgrade in here. Don't worry about setting the filter or anything. And then it'll send it into whatever orientation of imbuement chamber you got, and it'll slowly craft it into source gems. Just this hopper, I have it set for allow to fall into it, only the source gems. That prevents the lapis from going straight down through the system. Otherwise, it would just go lapis, 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 lapis. Right now, it waits until it's crafted. I'm not going to speed it up. I don't feel like it. I can't believe I'm out of gold. I already made it aggros. All right. Well, I must have used up a lot of gold. Okay. Tell me I've got some gold. Not much. Wow. Well, I got quite a bit, but I mean I haven't processed any of it yet. Make the source link, please. Yeah, see that quirky, it has quirky behavior. I'm not gonna pretend like it don't. All right, simply put, let's go. Do I have another jar? Oh, cool. I didn't even realize I had that one ready to go. All right, well, that's no problem. All right, so we're gonna have it pull. Please tell me I got a bucket. There we go. All right, we're gonna have. I wonder if it'll do both. Well, let's just get one done first. Don't let's not get ahead of ourselves. So puller, and I'm gonna have it whitelist the bucket. Now check it again because it didn't work. That's a quirk that still has not been corrected. All right. It's going to pull the empty one off of here, and it's going to send a full one. Yeah, and send a full one. And then all operations will be front. So that should be an infinite cycle. I just have to have this fluid. There we go. So now this is going to pull lava down, fill the bucket. The bucket's going to come out to the front, be placed on the pedestal, and it's already full. When it's done, it's just going to stop, I think. It's going to fill both of those, yeah. I'm going to just double check. No, it just keeps on burning. Hmm. Hmm. Let's see here. Now, I didn't know it would keep on going. I was hoping it would stop. That's pretty cool. I like that special effect. See, I can actually make that into some kind of cool decoration if I really wanted to. Wow, that's very powerful. Hmm. That didn't stop. I wonder why it didn't stop. It kind of bothers me. That's not the behavior of my that takes place on the server. Let's just make a comparator. I believe you can check the source. Are you kidding me? Come on, man. What the heck? Make the redstone torches for me, please. Thank you. Now that's wrong. Yeah, I'm losing chunk load because I know I have the omnidirectional connected to the bank, and the bank 100% does have some stone in it. Yeah, I don't have anything. Oh no. And I was hoping this would be helpful, but oh, maybe yours will work. Mine seems to be having issues. Yeah, there's plenty, plenty, plenty. Let's see something. Oh, my bank is not with stone. No, it has stone. Yeah, it's not chunk loading properly. See, now it's there. That's what I was worried about. Let's go ahead and grab a couple of those. And once we finish this, guys, we're going to have to call it good. Uh, I, I have a time to spend with my wife. She is home, and I want to spend some time with her. So we're going to do that. Okay. Let me finish what I'm doing here with this. All right, just to make sure that this thing stops, I believe you can check. You can run a comparator with some redstone. We'll have this the primary and this the secondary. So as long as this is full, it'll stop. Yeah. Um, there's no redstone pen in this. Let's do it different direction here. I don't know if it's detecting that or not. Well, let's find out because I'd rather not have to waste more stuff. So, well, obviously it doesn't work, or it would be running right now, right? All right, so let's go ahead. We'll run it this direction, and then I'll take a look at seeing how else I can do this. Yep, see, that works. So then we'll just switch this to low, and then it should stop. So when this runs out, this should go ahead and lower power, and then once it lowers power, this will turn back on, and we'll just basically have an unlimited supply of source power. Right? Right. Now, that being said, I am going to call that a video. I know that was a little short, but you got to see some of the cool stuff I'm decorating, and these guys respawn, so that's pretty cool. And yeah, I think we're gonna go about this process. Next is going to be containment. I've already captured an Enderman and I've captured a frog. I want frog lights. I want to make a lot of frog lights, and I don't know if we can get those from the Drigme farm or not, but I'm definitely going for that. So I'm gonna grab the stuff out and I'm gonna start looking at making yeah, Drigme farm. I mean, that's gonna be the thing, right? I'll have to make, well, actually, no, I won't. I'm gonna make an ender tank or ender source jar, and that's gonna be my main process. I'm gonna have to go to the end though, so I can get some chorus fruit to do that. That'll be off camera. You guys don't need to watch me go mining chorus fruit. That's kind of lame. Yeah, I think it looks pretty good. Hey, thanks for stopping by, everybody. Appreciate you. Till next episode. Bye.